All right, let me switch gears and talk to you about Paul Pelosi, because I know you've been following this and covering it. And as I mentioned, you're a lawyer. Very interesting development in this case. Body cam footage has now been shared. I'm trying to say it's NBC Bay Area.
Right.
Okay, so NBC currently has Miguel Almaguer on suspension because he reported that, among other things, Paul Pelosi opened the door for the police when they got there, and that he then turned and walked toward his attacker and not toward the police. And that 22 minutes had passed before he called 911, and there was no understanding of what had happened during those 22 minutes. Okay, those are some of the things that NBC's Miguel Almaguer reported, and they pulled the report saying it wasn't up to their standards without getting specific, and then suspended him. Now, NBC Bay Area, not controlled by the master NBC, doing their own reporting, says they spoke with a source familiar with the Pelosi investigation who personally viewed the body camera video recorded by the officers responding to the Pelosi home, and that the body cam video shows Paul Pelosi opened the door for police despite what the DOJ put in its complaint against the attacker, which says as follows. I'm trying to get exactly. That SFPD officers responded to the Pelosi residence at 2:31 a.m., that two officers knocked on the front door. The two officers who approached the door had their body-worn cameras activated. And here's the thing that the DOJ did, and I missed this, because originally the DOJ had said through the FBI that Paul Pelosi opened the door. But now in their indictment against the guy, the DOJ says the two officers opened the door to see the foyer of the Pelosi residence, and there was Pelosi and DePop jointly grabbing a hammer. Okay, so they've changed their story. The FBI, which is part of the DOJ, the FBI originally said Pelosi opened the door. Then they change it in the indictment to, no, the cops opened the door. Then the NBC has to pull its report for saying it was Pelosi who opened the door, among other things in that report. And now we're back to NBC, the local, reporting Pelosi opened the door. What is happening?
Yeah, damage control. It's interesting they waited until after the midterm election to come out and say all of this stuff, walking everything back. What a weird story. I don't dispute, don't deny Paul Pelosi was attacked. It appears the guy was nuts, came into the home. I don't really buy into the weird conspiracy theories that continue to crop up about this stuff. But clearly there was a damage control mode there. And my personal theory, I don't think it's a conspiracy, is that in the run-up to the election, Democrats were aggressively talking about authoritarian Republicans, cruel, mean, bad, violent. This happens to Paul Pelosi. The last thing they needed was to have it turn out that Paul Pelosi opened the door for the police and walked back inside, because that would have diminished their ability to talk about the crazy, authoritarian, violent Republicans. So they quiet the story down until after the election, and now we get to know the truth. Very much like, by the way, the Mar-a-Lago raid in August, right after the election. Turns out nothing of consequence was in the stack of stuff, and they think he did it because of ego. Waited until after the election for these things because they needed a narrative.
It's unbelievable. I mean, again, I'm still irritated by the New York Times calling me a purveyor of misinformation. Right. There is so much to love about fall, from the cooler temperatures to the changing leaves, pumpkin spiced everything. What better way to soak up the best of this season than with a Michael Phelps Swim Spa by Master Spas? A Michael Phelps Swim Spa combines the benefits of a pool with the therapy of a hot tub. It comes in a variety of sizes to complement almost any yard, even if it's a small one. Master Spas worked with Michael Phelps to develop an at-home training and fitness solution that you can use year-round in any season, even in the winter, believe it or not. As your fall calendar fills up, a Michael Phelps Swim Spa is the perfect place to spend time together as a family. Michael Phelps Swim Spas are 100% made in the USA by Master Spas, the world's largest swim spa manufacturer. It is energy efficient. You can use it all year long, as I mentioned. Go to masterspas.com, put in the promo code MK, and that will save you $1,000 on a Michael Phelps Swim Spa or $500 on a Master Spas hot tub. masterspas.com, promo code MK. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.